the folks that have been doing this for 12 months or longer? Perhaps you've been doing it longer than 2 years. Heck, some of you probably have been doing it over 5, maybe even 10 years, and they've never found consistency or profitability. But you simply won't let it go, will you? You ever consider what those problematic things are that provide barriers to your development? Perhaps they have nothing to do with the things going on in the chart. Perhaps they're internal. Have you ever considered yourself pondering whether or not you deserve to be successful? And that sounds silly. Some of you may snicker to that, thinking, who would think that? I'm not submitting the idea that you are willingly and knowingly doing these things, but consider for a moment, perhaps you have such a deep-rooted event or a lack of just mental health. But perhaps maybe you lost a parent, maybe you lost a spouse or a child, and that deep-rooted grief is gnawing at you internally, and perhaps that's been a barrier for you. Perhaps you don't believe you deserve to be successful, because to be successful and to be financially independent means that you've moved on. And some of us, whether we want to accept it or not, hold on to these things as mental barriers, living in deep-rooted self-guilt. Have you ever considered the possibility that the lack that you have in understanding the marketplace in a consistent capacity really has nothing to do with the trading?
Yo, welcome guys. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Still a little bit under the weather for me, but a little bit better. So let me check out what's up. Welcome, Danny. We've got a new subscriber, Axscript. Thank you so much, bro, for subscribing to the channel. He's now officially a market maker. Thank you very much, man. Good morning, Irie. How are you doing? Bundahan, Randy, Sharissa, Evenius, Steven, Gennaro, Kenneth, Lucas FX. A lot of Dutch people today, I see. I see a Dutch flag. I see NL, right? I'm doing a little bit better, not too much. I'm still really tired. So we have CPI in 30 minutes, so that's gonna be a lot of volatility. So prepare your seatbelts. We're about to have some crazy volatility. I had a meh morning. Still, I should not trade when I'm this tired. I make mistakes. So I tried to buy GU this morning, which is obviously not the way to go. But the reason was because we had SMT with DXY, because DXY at that moment in time failed to break Asia high, while EU did, and I was expecting a reversal, which did not happen. It's all good, but I'm in GU sales at the moment, so we are making up the loss of today. So let's see how this will run. I'm expecting a market maker sell model, because we're looking like we're on the sell side of the curve, right? You look at it like this, right? Buy side, then sell side, right? You definitely see a decline right now. So I'm gonna be focused on sells. And dollar is actually pushing up, which is I would have thought it would draw a little bit lower into this unmitigated order block, but we're finding support on this fair value gap, which is good too. So I have to switch up the bias right now. There's nothing, there's no... I really would have favored this area, but I guess it did not happen. And the EU is going out of that consolidation right now. So let's see how this stuff moves. Right. Wagwan, Sapanax, how you doing, Manex? Ryan Money. Thoughts on Nasdaq continuation from yesterday? Yeah, Nasdaq was actually beautiful yesterday. I would have expected it to draw in here, but this is a pretty big range today. So, and you guys know I posted the entry on from yesterday. It was actually pretty good. The reason was 15-minute fair value gap and bearish order flow, right? So this was yesterday. Got in at this literally to the pip over here in this fair value gap. Then took partial here and full close down here because this is equilibrium down here. That's why it's accumulating right now. Right? Keep your eye on this kind of stuff. If you have if you've drawn out the range correct, see what price does around the 50% level, the equilibrium. It tends to accumulate orders and then either make a fake move. This could happen today, a fake move up and then another dump down. Then you have that AMD model, right? So that's something that could happen. See if, oops, did ES or this is Nasdaq did not go into the fair value gap, but ES did go into the fair value gap, so there's still more room to go down because I would expect Nasdaq to trade in this fair value gap, right? So it will push the others further down. The other two are in it fam. So let's see. I think there could be more downside. But CPI is gonna be volatile. And the reason why I think it will keep going down is we already traded above daily open in London, so potentially high of the day has already been created. So what could happen is some internal range liquidity purge. So we're respecting at the moment. So if we draw out the range, we have internal range liquidity over here. So I would expect if CPI trades up first to take out this short-term high, then go into OTE level and fill in the rest of the fair value gaps and then move down further, which would be favorable because then it would not hit my stop loss at break even, right? And already scaled off, of course. I'm not holding full position from here to here. Took a little bit off here and a little bit off here, so. Noah, how are you doing? Good, I'm good, man. How's my phase 2? Is in a little bit of drawdown because I'm trading when I'm tired. That's not the way to do it. But nothing much. So we're gonna go recover next week and then clap it. Took an L on GU buys. I think you had the same idea as me for EU, Steven, but yeah, it's pretty heavy at the moment and it looks like we're on the sell side of the curve. And then we still have this weekly fair value gap which needs to be filled in fully, and that's down here. I'm not sure, Danny, if it will go higher, Nasdaq. But we still have to draw in the daily fair value gap, in my opinion. That's what I'm expecting, at least. So down here. This would make the most sense to me. But we had a pretty big drop yesterday, so it's Friday, right? So it might as well just retrace a little. And then the range could be capped. What about the gold? Let's see. Yeah, this one is also very unfortunate. This is so confusing for me, because I know the draw is bearish, and I was in a sell yesterday. I was in a sell from here. Right, and then I had my TP down there somewhere, and then we took these lows, right? So I was break even, because that's like how many pips? Like 75 pips. And then price came all the way back down to take me out, and now it's going down again. So now it's 200 pips from entry. So yeah, this is pretty unfortunate. This is my week this week. Unfortunate stuff is happening. Right now we're trading back into equilibrium. So we have to wait on CPI, what CPI does, right? What's the difference between S&P 500 and E-mini? Nothing. It's the same. This is just futures data. So that it's off by a few points sometimes than the broker CFDs. This is CFD, right? I mean the futures too, but this is just live feed from the futures. The CME exchange. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange, I think it is. Let's see what gold is doing at the moment. We have some big displacement. Same with the gold is also in a sell market maker sell model right now. So what is BSL? That's buy side liquidity, Sen. So we target buy side and sell side liquidity, right? Those are our targets. Mafus, well done, man. You had a nice trade on GJ. I was looking to sell GJ, but unfortunately it never came. So I was targeting these equal lows in this fair value gap, but it never came into this 1 hour fair value gap. Instead it went on a lower time frame. Yeah, this order block was holding it. So it never came into my point of interest. So that's unfortunate, but we'll catch another. If anyone paid attention to the live stream yesterday, right, when we drew out this fair value gap with the equal lows, I went offline after this, after I drew this, but it definitely dropped after. Did not participate in it, unfortunately, but it's a good rundown. GU possible turtle soup, I would not recommend buying it before CPI hits. Yeah, in 18 minutes is CPI, guys, so I'm believing we should go down. So strong dollar, and then foreign currencies down, because everything is looking like turning into a sell model, right? So even NU, AU, GJ is starting to form to go down. GU starting to form a sell model. EU's going down, right? So everything looks like it wants to draw bearish. And all the bearish PD arrays are being respected at the moment. So I cannot say dollar is going down and foreign currencies are going up. So right now we're in this 4-hour fair value gap on NU, right? And then on AU, it's in the same gap. Manex, yeah, the Discord is not open yet, man. I'm still waiting on some documents, so they're taking a long time. But I will definitely let you know when it's opening up, man, for sure. We'll post it in the Telegram. But yeah, I have to wait. The Discord is open 1st of July, so it's fine that it's not open yet, right? So 1st of July we're gonna kick it off straight up. Irie, of course you can send a chart. SMT between NAS and US 500. Let me have a look, my man. Let me know what time frame you're referring to too. But I can already tell there's SMT because the fair value gap has not been hit on Nasdaq on the daily, and all the other two have been hit. Right, so if I go to the daily, right, so we're in it right now on ES. Let's look at it. See the difference? So you can actually call this SMT too, right? Because the fair value gaps are matching, but the price action is not residing in it. You want to be the first one in? Yeah. Chill, guys. I have to wait. Man, I want to start too, but yeah, I have to wait. Irie, if you want to send a chart, you can do like the copy the thing right in your browser and then send the last part of the URL, the URL from X, right? So copy this stuff, right? This thing on your browser. Then I can paste it in my own. What are your guys' predictions for CPI? There's liquidity above the EU fair value gap. Which one do you mean? Let me 5 minutes. Right, this one. I guess you mean this one, but we also have these equal highs. This actually was one of the reasons I wanted to go long over here. But it did not go. 4 hour? Send me a chart, let me know what you think. Steven thinks bearish dollar. Right. I have no clue at the moment. That's the thing. But if we go to the daily time frame, we are in premium at the moment, and we have this order block right over here. Doesn't mean it will hold, right? But it is in premium at the moment. Take this range, right, and then take the OTE. Then we're literally on the 62 level, so that's something we gotta keep in mind. Do you trade London? Yes, I almost only trade London. You can send charts by sending, well, wait, I sent it in the chat. If you send something like this, then I can paste it in my browser and I can see it. Dollar down for sure. Yeah, let's see. If I'm looking at the PDR race, I cannot say it. I have to keep with the PDR race until I'm proven wrong. That's the thing. You are taking a gold buy from here? I mean, what is the reason? Though I would not do that. You have liquidity down here. And there's no structure break, nothing. And it's accumulating before CPI. But you can do whatever you want, Afsal. 1 hour fair value gap. Alright. I mean, if that's in your model, right? Then go for it, right? But for me, I'm not liking it. But I hope it runs for you, bro. Honestly. I really hope. ICT concurs with you. NAS rally up to manipulate it, then down. Oh, did he tweet us something about the NAS deck? Alright, let's see. Man, this is gonna be interesting to know what's gonna happen over here. We are pretty deep below daily opening, so... How much pips was this sweep? 8 pip. What's my view in USD CAT? Yeah, we're pretty far this yesterday, man. If you guys were in the Telegram, I talked about this 4-hour OB, right? Which had been created, and we're respecting it, and we're trading through this fair value gap. And we had this trend line and these equal highs. We definitely ran up with force, man. That's crazy. And initially I was looking for sells in this 1 hour fair value gap here. And it did generate liquidity over here, but eventually it just traded through it without having confirmation. And there was no confirmation over here, no structure break, nothing. And then it went up. So right now we'll have to wait for CPI. Small Asian range too. Oops, too fat. You send it on Telegram. Still learning and don't want my little feelings to be hurt. Let me check it out. Let me check out Danny's chart and then I will check out your chart too, Irie. So Danny's view on Nasdaq. So yeah, anticipating a drop into the fair value gap and then a move up, probably to rebalance all this, right? So that makes sense. It depends on how the morning session trades, right? We can manipulate upwards first too, right? Already going into, let me go and figure out where the premium is, right? If you take this low and then to this high, right? So this fair value gap should be a point of interest. If it trades up, right? It might as well just trade down straight up into the daily fair value gap. But if there's a manipulation phase, I would expect it to go in here. So, and why not this one, right? Just go back, right? This is barely in premium, so better it trade up here. Right, CPI is gonna hit in 5 minutes, guys. If you send the chart Irie on my Telegram, you don't have to send like the last few letters. You can just send the whole chart because I can open links on Telegram. You need to copy the chart in your browser and then take the last part of the URL Irie. Otherwise, I'm getting what is it called? An error. I cannot see the chart. Yeah, he tweeted to be conservative. Yeah. Gold 7050 has support. If not, holds 1650. Yeah, I'm expecting like 1650-ish. Like on the daily time frame, we're targeting this. This should be a target. So this 7080. So that takes a long time. But then this is the major liquidity, which is far away. We still have this trend line going on too. So I would expect bearish gold for some time. And yeah, look, this liquidity got taken, like I just said earlier, right? I would not be comfortable. I hope that you didn't put your stop loss below here, because that's way too tight. But definitely wait for CPI to show its hand. Where is it going to grab liquidity from, right? And where does it want to draw later? Right, 3 minutes, guys. That's firework time. And if EG can go bullish, that would be even better. What is EG doing on the daily time frame? It's not looking too hot for buys at the moment. Looks like it wants to go down, but it's choppy, so it's a little bit hard to read at the moment. There's liquidity everywhere, right? That's the hardest thing about EG. You are welcome, Danny. How you do? Hey DK, how you doing, man? You're anticipating buy in gold? DK. That's one tight Asia range. Oh, that's okay. But it's tight for gold. Yeah, we'll have to see what CPI does. I mean, it is pretty deep already, so CPI could push gold up. So if you're just scalping, right, and targeting like this imbalance up here, then that should be good. But if you're higher time frame focused, then I'm not too sure. Alright, 1 minute guys, or 30 seconds actually. And I'm gonna watch gold, no not gold, GU, because that's the one I'm still in. Let's see what it does. Let me check out your chart, Sunshine, after CPI in 10 seconds. Alright, good luck GU position. Yeah, there you go. There was no buys here at all. No, we filled in the fair value gap, so let me partial real quick. Your order has been placed in queue. It's not partialing. MetaTrader doesn't let me partial. Alright then. Wow. It failed me here. I wanted to partial here. I partialed literally here and then it failed me over here, so 8 pip difference, but it's fine. It's fine, man. Whatever. Yeah, we're dropping inside the fair value gap straight up. Okay. Damn, the drop. 180 points. What is gold doing? Yeah, no buys, right? Guys, trust me when I say I'm not seeing any buys. I'm saying it for a reason. Now we took out a major swing low, I think. Yeah, we took out this swing low, so we could have a big, how do you call it? A retraction or protraction? Like a retracement. Damn, that gold 1 minute. 70 pips in 1 minute. Yeah, the problem is with CPI, you cannot get filled sometimes, right? They expected good numbers, so DXY upright, yeah. No bearish dollar, guys. This one should go down too. Yeah, the target is eventually this buy side imbalance on the daily. If you go to the daily time frame, we have this gap down here, right? That's my draw on liquidity for GU. So I'm gonna hold like, I have like a 15% runner, which will be close when we hit this gap. Yeah, no buys, guys. Come on. trust your boy, the OTE. A little bit of trust. Hey, alternate strings, how you doing? Now we're gonna check out your chart, Sunshine. Let me see. Not really sure what I'm looking at. Hold on. What am I looking at the moment? You have to put some annotations on it. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Let's see if we can hit TP during the stream. Probably not, because that's a long way. That's still 80 pips. Right, let me check out. You need to... You're pasting your... Irie, you need to do this first. Look, go to this. Copy link to chart image, then paste it in your browser and send me that link. You are sending your TradingView link and I get an error. Because you're copying your own thing. This is what I'm seeing. If you send me that, I'm seeing this. I need to log in on your account to be able to see it. What is... Oh man. Should have focused on NU for another entry. Damn. Yeah, that's a nice drop. Yeah, now price needs to rebalance this BBC, big black candle. So you were just intrigued how DXY was running straight up. Yeah, CPI is actually better than NFP in my opinion with price action. What were the numbers? Let me check it real quick. Oh, they had really, really good numbers. Like really good. That's amazing. Look, the daily on Nasdaq is almost fully filled in. Equity open hasn't even happened yet. Yeah, I full closed Nasdaq yesterday at this low, so that's fine. Drawn liquidity was here, but yeah, be content with what you can get, right? Yeah, if you look at the daily chart, right? Right, this was the drawn liquidity. And then I sent in this yesterday, right, when price was here. and now we've met the draw on liquidity, so now it can either reject this fair value gap, or we're gonna trade through it and then take out these lows. So inflation rose the highest since 1981. Why is DXY buying? Steven, you don't have to the news doesn't make sense always. Really. It's manipulation, Steven. See if there's some retracement action going on right now. Let's tape read a little bit and see what could potentially happen, right? This might be too early to call a bottom, right? Because there's no structure shift at the moment. But we're gonna look at PDRAs on the 1 minute and compare them. Let's compare them with ES. Look at look at this gap. Hello. So this is the high of the. This is the same line. This line and this line here is the same line, right? So we're already past the fair value gap, and Nasdaq just filled it in. So man's like Nostradamus again. I wish I wasn't Nostradamus, bro. Honestly. Imagine how wealthy you could be if you could see in the future for 1 minute. You could be hella wealthy. Inflation usually equals higher interest rates that leads to stronger demand for dollar. Yes, I will agree with you on that one. Right now, where is low resistance liquidity? Right? That's something you gotta ask when you're reading the tape, right? Where is the liquidity most easily grabbed from? Because at the moment there's a lot of sell side offered, right? So what is easy to rebalance, right? Is it easier to go lower to take more orders, or grab more orders from where only sell side was offered? Right? That's something. Just saying that's something you should write down. Right, buy side. That doesn't mean we're gonna go up all the way. You just have to identify where is the liquidity most easily reached. Where is it easy to go to, right? That's why we look at imbalances, right? Fair value gaps and that kind of stuff. Because there's unfilled orders. There's only one side offered in fair value gaps, right? So what's GU doing? Yeah, GU is rebalancing, that's just fine. Same with EU. So I would expect everything to be rebalanced, right? Where did we reach for? USD CAD. See, just rebalance. There's still a fair value gap on the daily here, so. But we did to rebalance this fair value gap. fully. And then we hit a mitigation block. Yeah, I know that movie, Irie. That's actually super. That's a fun movie. I like that movie. Alright, notice how Nasdaq already went into this gap, or Dow Jones, so US 30. The other two have not yet. Right, this is the same line on US 30 as this one. So US 30 reacting from this gap where it grabbed orders from, right? So that's why you take all three indices. It grabbed those orders, just slightly, right? Which makes the other two go down too. That's why you need to watch them all three of them. Oh, shame, this one is still in discount. It's only one pip wick. So what is USD CAD doing right at the moment? It's trading above daily open. We took some major liquidity. We fully filled in this daily fair value gap. We have a huge imbalance down here. Right. Not really a structure break. This is because of news. But if we're bearish, if we're going bearish, then this gap should stay respected. Right. Then it should move like this into this box and then move down to this low. And then it's better to wait on a 5-minute structure shift. But if you're anticipating it to go bearish early after all that liquidity purge, you have to see how it reacts from this fair value gap. And it's best to just tape read it after news, because it can be a little bit manipulative. So you need to see a reaction straight up from this area. It cannot exceed like from up here. Alright, so right now it's already exceeding. So that's why it's better to wait on a 5-minute. Right, so in the 5 minutes just to click buy side, took sell, took buy side, took sell side, right? So. AUD took me out before CPI hit. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I would only hold like CPI if there's if you're up in profit a lot, right? So I was like 20 or 30 pips up or something. Yeah, 30 pips. And then it hit, right? Yeah, NQ can come down to grab the last bit. That's possible too. Because there's not really a structure shift at the moment, right? Because we just created a swing high. So we have swing low, swing high. So now it's waiting time. Yeah, the instrumental MJ is just repeating all the time. And you just scroll from lower time frame to a higher time frame, right? See what the narrative is offering. Even though we filled in the daily fair value gap, a 4-hour fair value gap, we hit this trading above daily open, right? Pretty significantly. Looking at the 1 hour, it did a entry in a fair value gap, right? So always go with a higher time frame. And then there's still a gap up here. So unless you get proven wrong on a higher time frame, you have to stick with the same bias, right? So if you try to sell this, right, like I just stated earlier, you need to see an instant reaction from this area, which did not happen at all. This is how you anticipate. You're not seeing any reaction? Okay, let's sit on our hands, right? And wait for more price action. And remain with the same bias, which is bullish, until you're proven wrong, right? That's how you read it. What's gold doing? So we did went bullish after we grabbed all this sell side liquidity. Was there an opportunity to enter? I don't see really another opportunity to enter here. Nope. I would not have found an entry over here. Oh, actually I can see an entry, but that's risky. Yep. MJ, I feel you, man. How do you tape read? Sorry. Jesus. Tired. You literally watch what should happen on the chart and why it should happen, and then you draw out your lines and stuff, right? So for instance, we drew out this early fair value gap, which got filled in and then it moved up. Then I stated where's the easiest to reach liquidity, right? You're expecting this void to get rebalanced because there's only sell side offered. So you're having a narrative in mind which could play out. Now, because we did not even reach this, we have to look at the others, right? So if we look at US30, US30 actually did go into this void and grab the orders, right? So this makes the other two go down with it, because it reached it first, had enough to go down from there, and it's pushing the other two down too. So this is just how you keep anticipating what should happen, what isn't happening, right? And just you need to talk to yourself when you're doing this, right? You're saying to yourself, okay, if I'm bullish, what do I want to see, right? I want to see a break of structure. That's something I want to see. There was no structure break over here. So this early fair value gap is just one sign it will draw into this area to go down further, because there's no structure break yet. Now you're waiting for something to happen which indicates it could go back up, right? And you have to keep in mind the higher time frame bias is still bearish, right? Yep. Yeah, I have a video on the PD arrays. Definitely watch that one on how to anticipate. That's actually the PD array video is tape reading on higher time frame actually. So same case with gold, right? You have all this buy side offered. When are we gonna rebalance this, right? Is it gonna be today? Is there something showing it should go down there, right? Did we take enough liquidity on the buy side to go down? It's also something you can ask yourself. So what are we creating right now? It's only validated when we start breaking up. But what is this, right? Oh, hold on, there's someone at the door. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, it was not the market maker this time. This was a real person. Are you paying attention what I'm doing, right? Are you paying attention? I did not say what I did here, but what are these lines right now? What does it represent? Alright, so you're seeing bearish order blocks being respected. That's why I entered. I'm going break even right now because it's up 30 pips. Think about the liquidity, right? What was offered over here? Only buy side, so it has to be rebalanced at some point. Did we take enough liquidity? We returned to daily opening price, right? Where did we react off? Does it make sense to take out this high? Think about. Does it make sense to take out this high? Right? And what is the higher time frame narrative? Right? What is the narrative? Doesn't mean we can go up, can't go up, right? But in the moment of time where the liquidity is offered, it was sensible to go in. And I could have gotten in over here. This is risky, because there's no shift. But you see these lows getting taken, right? And then this one rejecting, and then it's up to you if you want to pull the trigger. So I'm in from here. So, and the reason why I'm break even right now, because it's Friday. I did a low risk too, so. Yeah, GU is also still going down, so that makes sense. Dollar strong at the moment, right? Gold should go down when the dollar is strong. So the narrative is matching up with the other currency pairs. And we finally did take out this low. So like I just said earlier, this SMT is only validated when we break up, right? We did not break up yet, so there was no validation yet. And gold is coming from my stop loss. So that's why I went break even already. Not trusting in it at the moment. Was a nice opportunity. Ran 1-to-1, no partials. So that's fine. The lines are order blocks, yes, May. That's correct. I mean, it can still run the highs, right? And then break down after. But at this current moment in time where the liquidity was presented, it should have had a good opportunity to go down. Decides to retrace though, so that's fine. And the reason probably is because we went into discount of that fair value gap, right? So you can divide everything up in discount and premium, not just swing low to swing high. Yeah, I close GU fully right now. It's fine. Not liking how it's forming at the moment. Can still go down further, right? But I think it's good enough. Yes, Chucky. That's what I'm looking at too. Equal highs on Nasdaq right now. Fair value gap. Let's see what is being offered. I'm just tape reading, right? So guys, this is not trade advice or an entry signal or anything. Hey bro, what if we have a little bit of market knowledge from ICT but still not fully profitable? Feels like I'm missing stuff. Do you recommend 22 or arrive to 22 from his older stuff like went, etc.? Yeah, definitely watch went and all that kind of stuff if you haven't. OTE Primer series, right? Sniper Scout. I think the biggest issue with the 2022 model is you guys need to understand where the drawn liquidity is when a market structure shift is logical. Because you can have a market structure shift in any random place, but when it happens in a higher time frame PD array, and that's the most likely, right? What is the R I'm aiming for? 3. 3 is sufficient.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Need to see a swift move away from here if we're bullish. Doesn't need to stick around too long, just move up. Right, that's what you want to see. It's not willingly. Need to see displacement. That's something which is higher probable when you see a fair value gap and then you see an instant like displacement coming from it. That's the most favorable price action which I want to see. If it starts to like hang around that fair value gap right for too long, it's probably not really wanting to go up. We do have a clear target up here, so I would expect this to hold. But yeah, it's not showing like an instant reaction, which is more favorable. And then if you compare it with ES, right, it already took the high. What did yeah, these highs are still intact too, so that's fine. Look at that accumulation on that fair value gap. Looks like it is inducing support. It's not favorable at all. Do you believe in 1-2 pip stop loss and 10R trades? Are they real? No, I don't think it's real. If you see someone using a 5-second chart, having a 1 pip stop loss, get out. Get out. It's unrealistic. And then you risk a full. Let's say you have like a 2K account. You're gonna risk. Or maybe you have a 10K account, something like that. So you're gonna risk a full 100 on like a 1 pip stop loss, and then you lose 6 out of 10 trades. That's fine, right? You lost $600, and then that one trade you need to hold it for 10R. That's something you gotta do too, right? But I'm not a fan of that kind of. Not a fan at all. That kind of price action. Time frame usage and 1 or 2 pip stop loss. No. I think it might be waiting for equity open. And then run sell side to go up. So it looks like an inducement. Look, it's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. It's 10 minutes. It's accumulating just in this fair value gap. Now you identify high probable market conditions. This doesn't look like high probable market condition, right? So you sit on your hands waiting till something shows. When you get a feeling there's something off, right? So like I just said, it feels like it's generating like a support. You're probably best off going with your feeling. Because why should it accumulate for 10 minutes straight in this fair value gap, right? If you identify this and you were in like a buy up here, straight up close. If it's accumulating for 10 minutes. It's probably gonna run sell side and then later move up. Right. Pretty good CPI today. Price action was okay today. Yeah, so gold did go down. So it took me out break even and now it's dropping. So that's fine. I should have trusted this high to stay intact, right? But I went break even too soon. apparently. That's fine. We'll catch him next week. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see it come back into this order block because it already tested it 2 times, right? That's why I wanted to go break even after. And logically, like, it was 30 pips. So why wouldn't you go break even? So yeah, that's unfortunate, but this is fine. You can catch another day, right? No FOMO. So this is gonna run the sell side like I expected, because this is accumulating with a reason to trick you into thinking there's a support over here, right? Yeah, GU might still go all the way down here, but it's fine. I closed it, so took the profits. It's fine. So I'm gonna end it over here, guys. Stay safe with equity open if you're gonna trade indices. We just had a massive drop, right? So there's probably gonna be some rebalancing going on during the AM session. But for now, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sunday we're gonna do another market analysis, right? So if you're not in the Telegram, hop on the Telegram. It's on the screen if you want to join and ask questions on the Zoom, right? So yeah, it will be sent out like always 4 p.m. EST or 10 p.m. Central European time, right? I need to get some rest too because I'm still tired as fuck. Excuse my French, right? But yeah, we'll continue Sunday. Maybe I'll upload a new YouTube video tomorrow about how to set up the soft Forex simulator because some people asked me. But yeah, I will see you guys if you're in the Zoom on Sunday, and otherwise next week, guys. Take care, have a great weekend, and we'll speak soon. Hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, no.